All right, let's start standing up. I hope you can see my head. I'm going to put it on mine real quick just to see if I can. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Serena, Sarah, Rose. I love some of your angles. Michaela. Hey, Michelle. Michelle. Michelle, my belle. I remember that song. All right. Sarah. Cool. All right. Oh, and the other thing is, I told you I was going to do a little bit more chanting, but since we're doing um, a few different asanas tonight, I'm probably going to do a little bit more explanation since I talked a lot already, and more chanting on Wednesday, or maybe next week. We'll save it for next week. Okay? I did turn the lights on, so hopefully it's light as we progress towards about 7:15. If I go over and you have to go, it's totally okay. Okay? You guys hear me okay? Okay. Okay, let's start in Tadasana on mountain pose. I'm going to turn sideways a little bit just so you can see me. Really try and be present and be in the moment tonight. Okay, we're going to go a little faster tonight. The other thing I wanted to share with you that I thought about today was, and I wasn't angry necessarily, but if you get to a point where your emotions are very high on the negative side, you have to do something to balance it out on the other side. So, for example, if you're really angry, which is an emotion that is sometimes for some of you on a daily basis, then you can't just count to 10. That's not enough. You have to take the deepest of breaths and exhale as loudly as you can to offset how mad you are. So you'd have to go. I know it looks really stupid. And then all of a sudden, you're not even remembering why you're mad. You're so focused on the depth of your breathing that the anger is dissipating. Now, if it's just a small level on a scale of 1 to 10 of anger or sadness, say you're sad, do smile therapy. Just start cracking up. And you can do that. I mean, anybody can do that. I'm literally crying, right? And then it just completely changes your endorphins, and so you are in control of this. But you have to ask yourself, if you're only a level 3 out of 10 sad, then just laugh level 3. If you're really sad, I'm not telling you not to be sad. Be in that moment. But I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you. You have to balance it out. Okay? All right. Okay, so we're going to go only 2 seconds on the inhale and 4 seconds on the inhale. Okay? All right, here we go. Gazing. Good. Pressing down for 4. Relax that lower back and those shoulders. Inhale up. Pressing down. One more time. We'll stay in those trinities, in those groups of 3, and press down for 4. Relax the lower back, chin up, and we'll go into tree pose. Relax the shoulders. Let's tuck our chin down a little bit to our chest. Try and relax those shoulders a little bit earlier tonight. Press those toes and the heel into the mat. And exhale back to center. And inhale for 2 seconds up on the other side. Okay, we're in Vrikshasana right now. Vrikshasana. Relax those shoulders. Tuck that chin slightly down again. Keeping that left knee out to the side. Keep relaxing and being present with your breath. Really focus on your breathing and exhale back to center. Interlock those fingers and press the palms up towards the sky. Keep breathing naturally. Inhaling for 2 seconds, exhaling for 4. And exhale back to center. Very nice. And let's just do a modified eagle right now. We'll press our palms together and bring our right knee up. And eventually we'll work our hands and our arms underneath the other and grab onto the other hand. But right now let's just put our hands right in front of our hearts. The leg that's in the air, point those toes straight down. Good. Keep your balance. And let's go gazing forward and go right into a warrior 3. Not all the way up, but just bring your legs slightly up. Okay, in Virabhadrasana 3. Okay, I'll turn the other way so that you can see. In Virabhadrasana 3. Gazing forward. Looking down. Relaxing your head. Keep focusing on your 2 seconds on the inhale and 4 seconds on the exhale, and come back down to center. Good. And inhale up. And exhale out. Point the toe down. Inhale up. Good. And gazing into Virabhadrasana 3. Looking slightly down. Don't hold your breath in. Make sure you're just completely present and focusing on your breath. And exhale back down. Very nice. And inhale up into chair. Let's get that right leg on top. Slight bend. Keep breathing. Keep focusing on that breath. And exhale back to center. And inhale for 2 seconds. Other side. Good. Try not to hunch over. Looking straight ahead. Keep focusing on the breath. Gazing forward. And back down again. Very nice. Good. This time we are going to bring our left arm under the right. Left arm, I don't know if it looks opposite to you, but left arm under the right. And keep our hands in front of that third eye. And I want to do some immunity poses tonight, as I said. Try and build your immune system up. Keep breathing. Really relax those shoulders as you hold on to that other hand. And directly into Warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Look down. You can have your left leg bent slightly or straighten it. Tuck that chin to your chest. Try and really relax that lower back. Don't feel any tension in that back. Just let all that tension go. And right into chair. Okay, if you need to take a break for a second, because that's a lot, I know, and you can take a little bit of a break. Keep breathing. And exhale back to center. Great job. Ask yourself which side might be a little bit more balanced. Right arm under left. You can always grab onto your shoulder. If you need to reach a little bit further and reach all the way to your back and just hold on to it, and then that'll allow you to come under a little bit easier. Okay, if you're having trouble getting that one hand underneath in eagle pose. Okay, and let's bring the other leg up. Keep the hands in front of that third eye. Okay, this is Garadasana. Garadasana is eagle pose. Into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Now, if you have a couch or something and you need to help yourself a little bit by putting that leg there, as you can see that I'm doing, you can do that. And then that'll help you to just come off of it a little. Gaze straight down. Straighten that leg or bend it slightly. Relax that back. We don't want to engage or stress anything out in that back area. Make sure you're breathing normally and focusing 2 seconds on the inhale and 4 seconds on the exhale. And right into chair pose. If you want to stand up a little taller, you can. Okay, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can come down a little bit further. Relax your shoulders. Feel the breath. Massaging those organs. And as you exhale, feel it going all the way out to the side, to the ribs. And exhale back to center. Very nice. And inhale, right foot to the right into Warrior 2. Let's get those arms out to the side, feeling empowered and strong. Keeping that left side back to the left. Try mind stay present and not think of anything else except your mantra or your breath. Feel your own energy. Wherever you're at, just acknowledge that you're there and tell yourself that you're okay and you're doing a great job and that you're strong and you should be proud of yourself. Focus on your belly breathing. Feel that nice release of the toxins and the negative energy as you exhale. Okay, and if you have your block, we're going to go right into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Okay, keep that left shoulder and left hip back. Okay, and place your hand on the block or on the ground. You can come to the ground as you have that right leg bent. That's fine also. And then reach up with the left arm. Okay, if you're on the block, you can be on the block. Keep that right leg bent. And keep the left foot facing forward. Left hip and left shoulder back. Keep the head at the same angle as your back. Don't tilt it too far. Relax the left shoulder blade. And then let's straighten that right leg now. And keep reaching. Make sure your left shoulder blade is completely relaxed. Don't tense that up. Good, and relax down to Prasarita Padottanasana. Straight down, wide leg, bent over pose. Tuck that chin. And inhale up, looking forward, dropping our hips, relaxing our shoulders and our lower back. And exhaling into cat pose. And inhaling into dog. Good. And exhaling into cat. Inhaling into dog. Vittalasana. Vittalasana. And exhaling into cat pose. Marjariasana. Marjariasana. Great job. Okay, let's go to the other side now. Let's point that left foot to the left. And I don't do Warrior Virabhadrasana 1 very often right now. Probably in the next couple of weeks I will. But I like Warrior 2 better, just for the energy that I feel that we should be doing right now. Okay, left foot to the left. Keep focusing on your breathing during these transitions. I hope everybody can see me okay. I think so. Looking to the left. Ask yourself which side felt a little bit more comfortable as you turned. Keep those fingers together as you point your arms out to the side. And let's go into Trikonasana. Keep that right leg bent, the left leg bent, and keep that right arm and right hip back. Really reach nice and high, relaxing everything. Really feel the right hip and the right shoulder pulling back naturally behind you. Keeping your head at the same angle as your back, as if you're lying on the bed on your pillow sideways. Okay, straighten that left leg now, so both legs are straight. Keep reaching. Ask yourself what part of your legs or your back are engaged Just try and relax everything. You might find a increase in your body temperature right now, which is good, and a little tingling or vibrating. And back to Prasarita. Keep breathing as you transition down. You can use your block if you want. And inhale up into dog. Vitalasana. Vitalasana. And then we go into cat, which is Morjari Asana. Morjari Asana. Morjari Asana. And if we just let our arms hang, we're in Prasarita Padottanasana. Okay? Dog and cat is more when you're on your knees, but we're doing a straight leg variation of cat and dog when we're in Prasarita Padottanasana. Okay, great job. One more time. Inhaling up. And exhaling out. Okay, now we're going to go into half moon pose. So I suggest that you either use a wall, okay, or your block, okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to straighten that right leg, okay, as you're pointing your foot towards that block. And then you're going to bring the left leg up in the air. Okay, so I'll turn a little sideways so you can see. So we're just going to come up with our arm in the air and bring our left leg out to the side behind us, forming a 90 degree. Okay, and eventually we'll work our way to the ground or a little bit lower. Okay, so your left leg should be parallel with the ground. Now if you want to put that foot up against a wall like this, just so you get the hang of it, you can just put your foot up on that wall to help you with your balance, and then you can move away from it a little bit and then back, keeping the left shoulder back, and do whatever modification you have to do so that we're continuing to work on our balance. Okay, keep breathing. We'll go to the other side. Great job, y'all. Okay, this is one of our new poses tonight. Okay, we're reaching. Keep that right shoulder back. Keeping the head down, parallel with the ground. Always use a wall or a couch or a chair, anything that you need to do, a band, a block, to help you feel more empowered and strong. Okay? Keep your balance. Keep breathing if you're starting to lose your balance. And go back to the wall. Keep breathing. Don't fight the stoppage of your breath. Really continue to breathe. Okay, and exhale back to center. Great job. We're going to stay in Tadasana for a minute. One more time. And inhale up. Good. And exhale down for 4. Good. 2 more times. Inhale up. Good. And exhale down. And inhale up. Gazing, reaching nice and high. And exhale down. Okay, we're going to stay with straight legs. And if you want to go onto your block, you can. We're going to do straight leg bent over pose. If you want to reach behind your knees, you can do that. Okay, and just come down comfortably. Don't go too far. Don't feel any kind of strain in your back. Tuck your chin a little bit. Let your arms hang. Pressing your toes and your heels into the mat. Let the tension go behind your knees. Keep breathing though. It's really important that you focus on your breath and stay present. If your mind is filling up with a lot of clutter, then just acknowledge it and put it up on the shelf and come back to it later. Okay, bend your knees. Okay, and we're going to exhale on the way down. Okay, and we're going to go into a squat pose. Okay, and this is Malasana. Okay, we've done it before. Now, if you want to have your block here, I'm going to turn sideways because you want to make sure that as your feet are shoulder width apart, try and get your heels down, and you bring your armpits even with your knees, right? And just let your backside drop as far as it'll go, and let your head come forward to your block or the lower level of your block. Okay? And then what we want to do is we want to lift the hips up, drop the chin, okay? And as the hips come down and fall to the ground, our head comes with it. And as our hips come up, we look up. So we're going to do the same thing we do in dog and cat. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. And inhale up, keeping the heels on the ground but lifting the hips and the head up, and exhaling down. Really release those hips to the ground one more time. Inhale up and exhale back down. Great job. Okay, and we're going to go into our preparation for pigeon pose. Keep your left foot even with that hip. Keep breathing during your transitions. I have two mats here, as you can see, just so it's a little bit easier for me trying to guide you to be able to turn both directions. Okay, so I'm sort of at a diagonal. Okay, so make sure that foot is even with your hip. Okay, as we prepare for pigeon pose, Kapotasana. Kapotasana. Okay, let's gaze and really be present. Now, if you're feeling a high level of anxiety or anger or any type of high level emotion, then I want you to do longer inhales and longer exhales, just like I explained to you earlier why. Okay? If you're in a good balanced place, then shorten your inhales and your exhales. Another way to strengthen our immune system is by doing variations of some of these asanas, our twists. So we're going to turn to the right now, place our left hand directly under our shoulder on the mat, press down, and turn to the right and reach nice and high. Keep breathing, gazing up 45 degrees, relaxing your shoulders. The top of your left foot and the bottom of your right foot should be pressing into the mat. Relax the left quadricep. Don't engage that left side at all. Make sure everything's completely relaxed. And exhale back to center. Very nice. Okay, and I want to switch first before we go into pigeon. So we're just going to sit on our heels. And another immune builder is this. So we're going to point our knees slightly to the outside before we go into child's pose. Okay, we're going to roll up onto the top of our toes. Okay, if you can see my toes, I'm rolling onto I'm still top of my feet on the mat, and then roll onto the tops of the toes. And reach backwards, straighten the arms. You might feel that in your biceps. This is another immune builder to help strengthen the back and open up the 7 chakras. Tilt the head back. Not too long, a few more seconds. And exhale back to center. And let's go to the other leg. and gazing out, inhaling for 2 seconds. And again, if you're feeling emotional, then lengthen your breath and lengthen your exhale. Inhaling through the belly, through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth for 4 seconds. This time we're going to turn to the left and reach nice and high. You might feel an adjustment in your back naturally happen as you turn, gazing up to the heavens, or the ceiling in this case. Relax every part of your legs. Don't engage anything. The top of the right foot and the bottom of the left foot, a little yin and yang, are touching the mat. Reach nice and high. Relax the shoulder blades. And back to center. And bring that left foot back now as we go into child's pose, Balasana. Now again, you always can choose if you want your hands forward or interlocked on the lower part of your backs or by your sides. I would challenge you to go into the most vulnerable position that allows you to feel the most vulnerable, allowing me to guide you, listening to my voice, and trusting me to help you get to a different level of consciousness, to help you feel a little bit more healed, to allow some greater positive energy to come into your path, and try and rid yourself of those toxins and the negative energy, and help you work on some of your shortcomings. And exhale back to center. And again, now we're going to go from dog into cat. Okay, we're going to go inhaling in dog, in Vitalasana, and then you can go at your own pace if you want. Vitalasana into cat, Murariyasana. As you exhale, Murariyasana. I'm inhaling into dog or cow, closing my eyes as I go, pressing my hips backwards a little bit as if I'm going to go sit on my heels again, and then I'm going to exhale. I'm slowing things down a little bit in dog and cow, into cat, because I'm feeling strong, and it feels good to lengthen things sometimes. You don't have to be super emotional to lengthen the breath. Sometimes you're feeling strong and you want to just lengthen things. Okay, I'll turn sideways a little so you can see. I'm pressing back a little bit. And then exhaling a little bit longer. One more time. Relax the shoulders. Okay, we're going to go into plank before we go back into pigeon. Okay, and then we're going to drop down into our forearms and arch our back slightly, again trying to strengthen our immune system. Okay, and this is a variation of cobra pose. Usually cobra pose will be with straight arms, but we're just going to be on our forearms this time. You just want to interlock your fingers, you can, and just really feel your solar plexus, which is right below your rib cage, lengthening as you look 45 degrees up as you gaze. Really release the tension in the middle of your back if you feel that right now. Okay, and then tuck your chin to your chest In the same position, just feel everything fall to the ground as you let your forearms do the work. Feel that tension release in your neck and your upper back. And then drop your head right onto your hands. Relax the lumbar and the lower back. Relax your tongue. Relax your teeth. Just feel your belly pressing into the mat, falling straight down. Relax your shoulders. Use your elbows to push yourself back towards your hips and walk your way back. One more time into child's pose. Go to a different position this time. Keep breathing during your transition. Relax your jaw. Keep focusing on your inhale and your exhale. Let everything fall to the ground. You might feel a little bit of tingling or shaking or vibrating. Just allow that stress to leave the body through your feet or your hands or the top of your head on the crown of your 7 chakras. Relax your fingertips. And inhale back to center. And before we go back into pigeon, we're going to bring left hand up, looking straight down, and right leg back. Okay, working on balancing things and helping our immune system feel stronger. Keep the right hand directly under the right shoulder. Tuck your chin. If you want to release a little bit more stress, point the toes and the fingers in opposite directions. Really feeling the flow of chi in your bodies improving. You should feel an increase in body temperature. Exhale back to center. Drop down one time into child's pose for one inhale. And then one exhale back out. And to the other side. Keep that left hand underneath that left shoulder. Keep that right foot even with that hip. Great job. Tuck that chin. Relieve that stress. Relax the jaw. Good. And exhale back to center. Keep breathing as we come back to that right foot. Keep that left foot even with that left leg. And we're going to gaze up one more time. Keep opening up the chakras tonight. Helping control our blood pressure and helping us feel stronger. And allowing that sadness to dissipate and replace it with some good vibes and good energy and hope and having faith in something greater than yourself. And we're going to put our hands one on each side of that foot, keeping the knee directly above that foot and bringing that right foot to that left hip. Keep breathing and pretend that I'm coming around in the classroom, and if I made any adjustments with you, think about the adjustments that I would help you with. Straighten that left leg all the way back as you come forward and reach, keeping those hips parallel with the ground as you continue to breathe, putting your forehead on the mat or on your block. Relax everything. And exhale back to child's child's pose. One time on the inhale. And exhale, back to the other side. Keep your balance. And up one more time. If you want to have your hands here, that's fine. You can make that adjustment. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Gazing if you'd like, or having your hands together over the heart chakra. Placing the hands on one side of each of the foot. Bringing that left foot to the right hip. Keeping the right leg all the way back. Top of the foot on the mat, reaching behind you. And when you're prepared and it feels good to come down, ask yourself which side felt a little bit easier to come down and felt like you were more centered. And press yourself back up one more time. One count and inhale in child's pose. And exhale out. Okay. And we're going to go into plank. And we're going to go from plank into side plank. Okay, so we're going to go straight arm plank. And we're going to turn and reach. And back to center. Keep breathing normally. And turn and reach. Keeping those legs off the ground and turn and reach. Good. Keep breathing and turn and reach. Good. 3 more and turn and reach. Good. Turn and reach. 2 more to each side. Turn and reach. And turn and reach. Good. And last one. And turn and reach. And turn and reach. And this time we're going to drop to the forearms and stay in plank. Keep breathing normally. Drop your chin to your chest. About another 15 seconds. Feel the temperature increasing in your obliques and your rectus abdominis, in your core, and in your back. A few more seconds. Keep breathing normally. And drop to your knees as you exhale. Great job. Okay, let's turn onto our back sides and go into butterfly. Good. Very nice. Hold on. Bodhakasana. Good. Bodho Konasana. Bodha sort of looks like you're doing a Buddha pose. Okay, so it's Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana. And I'll try and do a little bit more Sanskrit as we progress here. Keep breathing, good. Okay, now I like to drop back into modification of the fish pose. So I'm going to use my wedge pillow before we go into some hip openers. So I'm going to have the thicker part in the middle of my back. Now if you have a blanket, you just want to put your blanket in the middle of your back, you can, or if you have a block. Okay, and stay in butterfly. Keep breathing as you transition back. And then if you want to have the second one on your head, you can. And then place either your hands on your heart, or you can have your hands together over your heart. You can rest your hands on your legs, one hand on your belly and one on your chest, hands by your sides. Okay, experiment a little bit and see what feels better for you right now. Okay, really want to work the inner part of the legs there, the adductors, and opening up, being completely vulnerable in this position. Maybe feel a little bit of vibration. Just let that stress go. Focusing on your breathing pattern. Adjust your breathing pattern based on your emotional level right now. If you're real emotional about anything, then lengthen things. And maybe shorten things up a little bit if you're feeling strong and you're in a good place. Okay, now from here, use your palms to press yourself up. Okay, and we're going to go into boat pose. Keep your knees bent and just continue to focus on your breathing. Again, working on balance. If you have your block still behind you, you can use it sort of to help you balance a little bit. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of help in that area, because sometimes you'll fall backwards all the way, and so it's always okay to have something there just to, like in life, to help you feel supported. And a lot of times you have a lot of issues with your back because you don't feel supported emotionally in your lives. And a lot of times that's why you get headaches and have lower back issues and back issues in general. Okay? Let's turn to the left. Obviously, whichever way you turn, that hand will be further in front of you. So the left hand will be slightly in front. Keep breathing as you transition back to the right side. And again, if you're pregnant, be careful of any of these twisting movements, but this is how we strengthen the immune system, by massaging these organs. I still have my legs off the ground. To the left again. Relaxing your shoulders. And back to the right. My body's really vibrating now. Good. And to the left one more time, working in threes. Good. And then back to the right one more time. Good. And back to center. Okay, and to Sukhasana. Sukhasana. One leg in front of the other. Okay, and just our easy pose. Okay, good energy tonight. Now, if you feel like your inner thighs are still tight, you can go back into butterfly. Okay, if you need to. And just hold on to your feet and relax your shoulders. Into Baddha Konasana. Okay, if you're feeling strong in that area, I'm just going to put one foot in front of the other. Okay, into Sukhasana. Okay, try and get those knees down nice and wide. Okay, let's touch the second finger and the thumb together, palms up as we rest them on our knees. Closing the eyes. Keeping the back, the integrity of the back straight. Try not to hunch over. Good, nice and relaxed. Okay, and now we're going to go into crow pose, which I said we're going to try tonight. So we're going to come back to our knees now that we're feeling strong with some of our lead up asanas. Okay, so you can try it. So we're going to come, put our hands directly under our shoulders. Okay, and then if you want to use your block, you can, just to help brace yourself a little bit. Okay, if you're okay without it, then you can just move it away, and then you're going to sort of press your head down, and as you do that, your elbows are bending, and then as your elbows are bending, you're going to bring your knees and rest them on your elbows. Okay, so roll up onto your toes. See, my toes are pressing into the mat. Okay, and then I'm going to lift my knees off the ground, so I'm on all fours like I'm squatting, and then I'm going to rest my knees on my elbows. Okay, hands are directly under my knees, directly under my shoulders, and then roll forward, and then just rest your knees on your elbows. Okay, I'll try that again. Okay, so our feet and our hands are on the ground. Hands are directly under our shoulders. And I want you, if you're trying this, to really make sure you're continuing to breathe naturally. Okay, so just like we would when we're in Trikonasana, where our elbow is right next to our knee as we're reaching. Okay, it's the same position. Okay, you're in the same position there. Okay, and then you're going to start to roll forward, and the knees come towards the hands like you're rocking. Okay, and then your forehead's going to come down towards the mat or your block, and then just roll right up onto your elbows and work on your balance. Keep breathing naturally. Good. Great job. And we'll try it one more time. Okay, believe in yourself. Trust yourself. Even if you just come onto your elbows and don't get your feet off the ground, just bring your forehead down towards the mat and see how it feels to rest your knees right on your elbows. Make sure you're breathing. And back down again. All right? Great job. Very nice. Keep breathing. Take a drink of water if you need to. Are we at the top of the hour yet? Kayla, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah, it's 7:10.
Oh, sweet. All right, well, we'll probably go a little over since I was blabbermouth tonight. So if you guys need to go, I understand. Okay, let's do our hip openers. I hope you're enjoying tonight. Feels like things are flowing pretty well. And I want to get into some straight leg wall stuff. So we're just going to do our first hip opener that we usually do. And then we're going to do our straight leg wall pose tonight. Okay? And then I'll keep going if anybody wants to stay a little longer and do some additional hip openers. And then we'll finish in fish and shavasana and corpse pose. Okay? Feel a good energy though. Much better energy. And the goal isn't to be happy. That's not necessarily what we're trying to do, but just to feel like you're in a better, more strong, balanced place. Okay? So that you can take these tools with you and put them in your toolbox and just carry them with you. Carry your toolbox with you every day. Okay? Left leg straight. Let's bring that right leg into that left arm. Keep breathing. Let's bring that left hand in front of that heart chakra. flex that left toe back towards you. Tuck our chin straight down. Okay, bring the heel down to the leg. Exhaling. And inhale, back up. And exhale down. And inhale up. If you want to touch the forehead, you can. And exhale down. And inhale up with that arm. Bringing the left arm up so that the right toe touches the forehead. Exhale down. Very nice. Okay, and real briefly, let's bring that right leg over the left. Keep that left leg parallel. Let's do a slight turn to the right. Gentle now. Okay, keep breathing as you turn to the right. Relax your shoulder blades. Relax the left hand. Keep inhaling through your nose. Okay, drop your chin to your chest. Release that tension from the neck, between the shoulder blades and the upper back. And gently exhale back to center. Okay, one more time into butterfly. And a Baddha Konasana, Baddha Konasana, Baddha Konasana. This time we're going to lean back a little bit. Okay, and if you have a block, you can go halfway back onto your block. Okay, and we're going to interlock our fingers behind our head. And in butterfly, we're going to come up and reach forward with our chest first. And back again. And exhale up. Good. Inhale down. And exhale up. Keeping our feet in butterfly. Try not to bring your shoulders and your head forward first. Try and bring your chest forward first. Okay, as we talked about last time. Inhale back. Exhale up. Good. If you want to go all the way down, you can. And really engage your abs. Bring your chest forward first. Good. Inhale back. And exhale up. Good. One more time. Great job. Keep breathing. Left foot into that right arm. Hold on to that. Bring the middle of the left arm to the left knee. Right hand in front, relaxing the left hand. Relaxing your shoulders. Exhaling down. And then exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. And inhaling up. And exhaling down. And inhaling up. And exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Good. Okay, so now I want you to sit sideways against the wall or your couch. Okay? And then as you turn to put your legs straight up on the wall, you make sure the lower part of your back, your lumbar, your butt, your glutes are all the way pressed against the wall. So you're going to have to adjust yourself a little bit so that your lower back is directly against the wall so that your legs can go straight up. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, now you're going to take your pillow, okay, and just place it under your head so you're propped up a little bit. Okay, or a blanket. Okay, or a block. Okay, and reach up nice and high with your hands. Just feel every part of your back touching the ground. Your neck is nice and relaxed. Gazing straight up. And then pressing down with your arms. Okay, we're going to keep the left leg where it is, and we're going to bring the right leg down to the right. Okay, just let it fall straight down. Keep the left leg straight on that wall, and see how far you can bring that right leg down. If it can come all the way down to the ground, great. If it's only coming down part way, then just come down as far as it'll let you. Relax your left hip. Don't engage your left hip. Relax the right hip. Just let everything fall straight to the ground as you continue to focus on your breathing. Relax your inner thigh. Relax your eyes. Feel the breath going up the back as you inhale through your nose, and as you pause at the crown, exhale back down the front, passing the 7 chakras, and exhaling through your mouth. And bend your right knee and put it right into the mat, and put your right elbow right on top of your right knee. And you won't be able to see it on this side because you have obstructed view, but my right leg is just on the ground, pressing into the mat. My whole foot is pressing into the mat. My left leg is still straight up in the air, and my right knee is also on the ground, and my right arm is just directly on top of my right knee. And when I go to the left side, you'll be able to see it better. Keep breathing. Relax the lower right side of your back. Don't allow it to tense up. Just relax the entire back. And now put your right arm underneath the right leg and help it back up. Great job. Okay, now we're going to keep the right leg straight and let the left leg drop to the left. Amazing job. Great job. Okay, so my right leg is straight. My left leg is all the way down. Okay, relax the whole right and left side of those hips. Keep focusing on your diaphragmatic breathing. Reach straight up, gazing. Keep that right shoulder blade on the ground, even though it's tempting to allow your shoulder blades to come off the ground. Just keep your entire back flat on the ground. Okay, then you're going to bend that left leg so now you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, and just rest your left arm right on top, and you can just put your right hand anywhere on your belly, or you can continue to reach. Now the right hip's going to come off the ground slightly, okay, but your right shoulder blade should still be on the ground. Okay, now disengage your left hip and your left lower back. Make sure it's completely relaxed. Okay, your head on the blanket or the block or the pillow should be very comforting to you. Relax your left hand. Feel a slight vibration. Your body temperature has increased. You've allowed positivity to go into your cells. Created good energy for yourself. Lift up underneath the left leg now and come back and bring both feet together. Okay, and flex both feet back towards you. So flex both your sets of toes back towards your knees, and just rest your arms out to the sides. Palms up towards the heavens. Knuckles on the ground or on your mat. Keep flexing those toes back towards your knees. And now relax your feet. And you're going to bring both legs out to the side as wide as you can. Keep breathing. Good. If you can get them at about 45 degrees, that's great. Just make sure you're relaxing your lower back, relaxing your head. If you want to supinate your legs so that your toes fall down to the ground, that's great. If you want to push your toes up and pronate, you can notice a different range of releasing of the tension if you move your toes down versus up. Okay, down you feel it more on the upper inner thigh, and if you push your toes up you might feel it in your hips. Okay, keep breathing whatever you're doing, and bend your knees, and we're going to go into reclining butterfly. So the butterfly, our feet are on the wall, and I want you to press your knees into the wall. Okay? Press your knees into the wall as your feet stay together. Touch all your toes together. Keep breathing. Relax your upper back while you're pressing your knees into the wall. Let your knees fall to the ground as you're pressing them into the wall. And lift up on the outsides of your knees and bring the knees together. Cross one leg over the other and hug your knees. And we're going to rock side to side gently before we go into baby pose. Relax your shoulders. You might feel a little tension in your hip flexors, which is on the upper part of the front of the leg. Okay, and now we're going to reach for the outsides or the insides of our feet and turn side to side. Good. I think I lost you for a second because of the low battery, but let me reiterate what I said because I don't know how long. Michaela, what's the last thing you heard?
We could hear you. We just didn't hear you.
Oh, sweet. Okay, keep going. I don't know how long that was, but let's keep going into baby pose, side to side. After we were in reclining butterfly, so you notice the progression. Things flowed, and they weren't too choppy. Should have felt that way anyways. Okay, now we're going to put one leg back, parallel with the ground on the wall, and put the other leg in reclining pigeon pose over the other leg. So again, this is another way to assist yourself, and you should feel a nice gentle stretch in that right lower glute. And you can just keep it here. You don't even have to pull up underneath your left leg now, because the wall is assisting you. Keep breathing. Very nice job. Keep breathing. And lift up on that right foot, and you bring that other foot to the wall now. Keep your lower back as close to the wall as you can. Sometimes you'll feel like you're slipping away from the wall. Keep breathing as you bring the left leg over the right now. Keeping that right leg parallel with the ground. And again, you should notice that you don't need to interlock your fingers under that right leg. It's doing it for you. Keep breathing. If you want to reach and gaze, if you like how that feels, you can. Relax your jaw, relax your eyes, close your eyes. Inhaling through your nose, visualizing the breath go up the back. And after you pause, exhale through the mouth as you visualize the breath going down across the 7 chakras. Very nice. And we'll finish either in fish pose, or you can go into Shavasana, or you can do both. I'm going to have the wedge pillow in the middle of my back, and then I'm going to put the block where my head is. So I really want to open up the heart chakra, and my third eye to the heavens. You can adjust your block to any level you want. If you want to come a little higher, you can. Okay? If you want it off completely, just make sure you're comfortable. You can have your knees bent. You can have your legs straight. A lot of times you can put your legs straight, but then you feel that the pressure is building up in your lower back, and you have to eventually either bend your knees and go into fish pose. Okay, crossing your arms across your chest and holding onto your elbows. Okay, which we really haven't talked about before. Okay, if you're in fish pose. Okay, just put your hands and your feet where you feel the most, either the most vulnerable or the most comfortable, the most safe, as we conclude tonight's session. Be as present as possible for the last couple minutes.